Hello, it's Harness here, and welcome to Sea Encounters Capital Ships, to the very first episode. And it's a really interesting one because we have a carrier on one side, so a totally new class that appeared in this tournament. And this one is Slolam Pilago, carrier by Natterchap. And on the other side, let me just cycle through. We've got the only uh, light cruiser in the tournament. So this is Aurum by Sifan. So let's have a quick look at these ships because of course this is the first episode. So we have to take a closer look what we have here. So as I said, the only cruiser here. We've got 152 caliber guns in five main turrets, two guns each, and these are shooting different kind of ammunition depending on the target. So they have hash ammunition for sea-based vehicles, so for ships basically, and they have I believe this is a time frag for planes. So apart from that, we've got some smaller turrets here and there, and I think and we also have torpedoes. I think these are one-turn torpedoes, so they can be shot actually from the turret. So this can be quite interesting. And what's different about light cruisers? They are faster than battleships, the standard class, and they are also faster than the carrier. So if carrier chooses to escape, if light cruiser wants to, it can definitely try to catch it. So let's take a quick look at the painting scheme, how the ship is shaped. I really like the colors and the details. Really nicely done. We've got plane catapults here, some cranes, so lots of good stuff. And because this is light cruiser, we also have a pair of spotting planes. So two cute spotting planes, and actually these two are using a gimbal radar, so I think these are meant to be resilient to any kind of smoke, and they are for sure sending the detection information back to the light cruiser, so they can be helpful in that. And of course they can be a little bit of troll for enemy AA, because the secondaries of an enemy craft could potentially try to shoot it down. Okay, so let's cycle back to the carrier, to Slolam Pilago. So it's a really nice design here. So we've got a nice landing strip on top. We've got a nicely painted hull, and we've got also a lot of secondary anti-air armament. I'm not sure, but I think these guns can also switch ammunition to I think hash, also some light hash, and shoot at the ships if possible, if necessary. So let's have a quick look inside. Okay, this is just alright. A really tiny deck, or a really thin deck, and some thick citadel underneath. All right. So without further ado, let's try to launch everything. So the time is passing as we can see, the carrier starts to spawn in its planes, and in this case Natterchap is using a full strike loadout of rocket planes. So these planes, they carry some serious payload. So as you can see, I believe these are like 6 HE module warheads, so we can expect some serious punishment. But as we can see, actually the light cruiser is already able to reach the carrier, so first damage is being done by the cruiser from 6 kilometers. So the shells are definitely engineered to travel such a great distance. As we can see, already some anti-air weapons have been destroyed, but yeah, the carrier is already producing some extra wave of planes. And according to the rules, and the rules have been changed a couple of times, the carriers have been given significant nerfs. A full set of 3 waves can be sent at each time, so no more than 15 planes can be in air at one time. Okay, we can see that the planes are passing each other, the scout planes and the strike planes. I think those strike planes, they try to shoot down the scout planes, but it's almost an impossible task with these unguided rockets. And we can see some pretty hefty AA in action already from Aurum. It's shooting the planes, trying to get rid of the striking element from the carrier. Okay, and what effect does this have? In theory, okay, you can see, yeah, we can see some planes definitely getting shot down or damaged. This one is damaged, but it's actually in this spin line, so it can be quite tricky for the anti-air to get it shot down entirely. But let's see. So yeah, in theory, the light cruiser is quite a good counter to the carrier because it's got pretty much a can carry full size, full component size guns, main guns, but just limited to 152 millimeters. But nevertheless, these can be quite devastating for the planes. However, of course, it depends how you tune it, what round you are going to use, and if you actually want to go full AA or try to snipe the carrier at the same time. And as you can see, actually the fire is being divided between the planes and the carrier. And yeah, these were some nasty shots just on the turret caps. I think that the Aurum's turret caps are relatively thin armored. I think that they have a tendency to be destroyed pretty fast. And yeah, definitely it was just pretty much one shot from these giant warheads, and those 3 turrets have been destroyed already, so only one is trying to snipe the planes here, one of the main turrets. The second, there is also gun, and the only weapons are the front main guns and the torpedoes, which actually already started to launch torpedoes. So we have the first set on the way. It can hurt definitely the carrier if they land. Another set is being set. At the same time, the rocket planes are really doing their job. Only 5, well, full wave actually have been lost, but the rest is still in fairly good shape and launching one rocket after another. And they are forming some sort of caracola formation known from ancient battles, where basically mounted cavalry just rode in a circle and just threw javelins at the heavy infantry or something like that. So it reminds me of this strategy. And yeah, this HE, it basically eroded entire side of the Aurum, and it's sitting at 69% of health, so it's really low. And at the same time, the carrier itself is at 90%, while the entire group is at 84. So yeah, the gap is really large, and the damage is not really huge. I think that part of the deck is mimicked actually, so one mimic block lost means the entire section is gone, and damage is not, it's there are definitely holes here and there, but I think that these sections are actually meant to be very light, and the entire bulk is just below the waterline, so it's in the citadel, which is quite well protected. However, I think that maybe the downside I saw is that I think there is no real hash protection on the citadel, so potentially some stray hash shell can get to the citadel, basically to spawn some fragments into the citadel. Okay, 6 minutes into the match, and Aurum is already on the ropes. Yeah, it's just being despawned right now, so just the sheer amount of rockets meant that it has been just grinded to death, just stripped away. One HE rocket at a time. So yeah, that was a relatively close battle. Almost 6.5 minutes have passed and it is gone. And what's happening with I'm just cycling through the planes trying to find the scout plane, the main scout plane. Yeah, I think I saw it somewhere. Yeah, alright. It's keeping a good distance from the carrier, so I think it might be even out of range of the... No, actually it's in range of some of the secondaries, I think. So yeah, it's I think nothing is going to happen here anymore. So basically, this is a full destruction of the Scythians fleet or cruiser and the planes, because any planes without the main ship are considered basically destroyed or lost. So this is going to be a full destruction of the squad. And we can see here also carriers AA in action. This is some light flak with quite substantial amount of fragments, so it's doing some work, but it's, I think, almost out of range. Alright, so but all in all, I think we can freeze the battle here. So it's 80%, 81% for Natijav's fleet and 0% total destruction for Scythian's fleet. So okay, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to vote for the ships, because it's an important part of the tournament. The votes also count towards the points, and these points are accumulated by the ships, and the top 2 ships from each group make it to the bracket phase. So every vote definitely counts, so please vote for your favorite ship. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.